Hello students, I welcome you to Time Classes. This is a special discussion of the English language section of IBPS Clark Prelims mock test we conducted recently. The mock number, as you can see here, is AIMT 201-2001. Okay, I hope you have taken the test, and the objective, let me repeat, is the complete detailed discussion of the English language section from the mock. As you know, such discussions help you better your scores, better understand questions, better understand the concepts, even methodologies, etc. Okay, so I'll discuss questions in as great a detail as possible so that you learn as much as possible from such discussions. So here we go. The first set of questions obviously is an RC set, and the directions say, read the following passage carefully and answer the questions given below it. Some words, phrases are printed in bold to enable you to identify them quickly while answering the questions related to them. So looks like it's a traditional model. Nothing surprising there. A couple of words may be in bold and the usual RC questions will be there. So let us attack the passage. Looks like it is about stress. Okay, so what does it say? Stress is your body's way of responding to any kind of demand or threat. Okay, so the sentence tells us that stress is our body's response. Okay, to what? To a demand or threat. Okay, demand is like need, threat is like external problem. Okay, some problem that comes from outside which could put us in danger. That's what threat is. So stress is basically our body's response to such external or internal thing. Okay, when you sense danger, the author says, whether it's real or imagined, the body's defenses kick into high gear in a rapid automatic process known as fight or flight reaction or the stress response. Okay, that's a lengthy sentence. So firstly, let's understand this part. When you sense danger, whether the danger is real or imagined, this is additional stuff. So let's ignore that. So when you sense danger, the body's defenses kick into high gear. So we have body's defense mechanism, right? Okay. So it could be psychological, physical, whatever. So body has its own defense system. And when we perceive danger, whether the danger is external or internal, whether the danger is real or imagined, when we sense danger, this body's defense mechanism kicks into high gear. High gear means it gets into its highest possible capacity in a very rapid automatic process, okay, known as fight or flight reaction. Now what is fight or flight reaction? It's a common reaction of all the living beings. Okay, any creature when is in danger either fights, okay, to confront that danger or to get rid of that danger, or it runs away. Okay, or it runs away. So this running away is what is referred to as flight. So fight or flight means either fight or run away. So that's what we do, right? When we are in danger, we either fight it to overcome it or we run away from it. So that's what our body's defense mechanism does to us. And this reaction by the body is referred to as stress response. Okay, interesting. So further the author says, the stress response is body's way of protecting you. So this is how our body protects us, obviously, right? When you are in danger, you should either fight it or you should go away from it, or else there could be problems. So this is our body's way of protecting us. When working properly, it helps you stay focused, energetic and alert. So the author is putting a conditional here, when working properly, which means if it is working properly. What does it do? It helps us stay focused, energetic and alert. Okay, so when the stress response system works properly, we are focused, we are energetic, we are also alert. Okay, that's a positive thing. In emergency situations, stress can save your life. So it can also save our life. That's what the author says, giving you extra strength to defend yourself. Obviously, right? In some dangerous situations, some weak people are known to have gained extraordinary strength to overcome the danger. Yes or no? You must have heard a lot of such stories. So in emergency situations, it can also save our life. How? By giving us extra strength to defend ourselves or spurring. Spur means force you to slam means apply or press on the brakes to avoid a car accident. So if you are driving a car and you are about to meet with an accident or hit somebody, okay, the stress response or your flight or fight reaction immediately forces you to apply brakes and avoid car accident. Now that's obviously an emergency situation. Okay, you have to react immediately, and that's what stress response allows you to do or makes you do, is what the author says. So basically the first para tells us that the paragraph is about stress, and looks like the author is going to tell us everything about stress. So far he has told us what stress response is or what stress is and what is its positive benefit. It can save our life, okay, it can help us stay focused, energetic or alert. Now that's what the first para is all about. Let's see what is there in the second para. So second para says, if you tend to get stressed, okay, tend to get means if you have this tendency, if you have this habit or usual, let us say, usually you get stressed. If you tend to get stressed out frequently, like many of us in today's demanding world, obviously, right, in today's demanding world, all of us are easily stressed out, okay. So if like many, okay, you tend to get stressed out frequently, like many of us in today's demanding world, your body may exist in a heightened state of stress most of the time. So obviously from what we understood in the first para, stress is useful in emergency or dangerous situations, right? But if you are almost always frequently stressed out, then it's not good, right? That's what this sentence says. Okay, your body will continuously be in a heightened state of stress, in your maximum capacity stress, which is not good, obviously, from what we understand here, and that can lead to serious health problems. So you see, the author is now talking about effects of stress and obviously negative effects, okay, that can lead to what? Serious health problems. Chronic means continuous. Stress disrupts, okay, chronic means recurring, okay. So chronic stress means recurring stress disrupts nearly every system in your body, okay. Disrupt means disturbs. So continuous or repeated stress can actually disturb your every system in your body. It can suppress is not allowed to function, your immune system, you see. So that's a deadly negative effect of stress. It can even disallow your immune system from functioning, upset your digestive or reproductive systems, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and speed up the aging process. So looks like there are many negative effects of stress, okay. Further, the author says it can even rewire the brain. Rewire like means recalibrate, okay. It's like your original functioning of the brain changes to a new system, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety. Vulnerable means easily affected by. Someone who is easily affected by something is said to be vulnerable. So it can leave you more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and even other mental health problems. So basically second para is all about negative effects of stress. I hope you got that. Third para says the situations and pressures that cause stress are known as stressors, okay. So now we are talking about causes, okay. So first para was all about what is stress, okay, what are the positive benefits of that, but second para was all about negative effects. And in the third para, the author is talking about, okay, causes. What causes stress? So the situations and pressures that cause stress are known as stressors. Okay, so the things that make us stressed, the things that stress us out are called stressors. Okay, stressors, interesting word. We usually think of stressors as being negative, such as an exhausting work schedule or a rocky relationship. Okay, so obviously, right, we usually would think that stressors must be negative because stress itself being negative, okay, only a negative thing can cause that, right? So that's what we would think. That's what the author says here. We usually think of stressors as being negative, such as exhausting work schedule or a rocky relationship. What's a rocky relationship? A disturbed relationship. Okay, like the couple, are not let us say in agreement with each other, they are always fighting, that kind of relationship can be called rocky or rocking relationship. Okay, sorry, rocky relationship, not rocking. However, okay, now however is always followed by some opposite idea. So what was the idea originally given here? We usually think of stressors as being negative, such as work schedule or rocky relationship. However, okay, anything that puts high demands on you can be stressful. So anything, not necessarily a negative thing. It can also be something positive, so far as it puts high demands. So if it puts high demands on you or your system, then it can be stressful. This includes positive events such as getting married. You see, getting married is not a negative thing, but then it puts high demand on us, on our physical and mental systems. So obviously that can stress you out. Similarly, buying a house, that again is not negative, but it can also put a lot of stress on you. Going to college, receiving a promotion, etc. So the author is trying to tell us that even positive things can be stressful. Okay. So basically the author is trying to tell us here that it's not just negative things, even positive things can actually stress us out. So remember that. Then the author says, of course, not all stress is caused by external factors. Okay. Now we are getting into another point of discussion. So first the author tells us in the third para, okay, third para is all about causes, right? And in the third para, the author tells us that, okay, stress causing, things like stressors need not necessarily be negative. They can also be positive. Now the author says, okay, of course, not all stress is caused by external factors. So it's not that stress comes only from outside, which means he is indirectly telling us that stress can even come from inside. So stress can also be internal or self-generated. So you yourself can cause stress to yourself. Interesting, right? So when you worry excessively about, okay, something that may or may not happen, or have irrational, pessimistic thoughts about life. Irrational means illogical. Okay, nonsensical. Pessimistic means negative. So some people have this problem, they always think illogically. Okay, they think about things that do not exist, cannot exist or cannot happen, but still they think. Okay, and they have negative attitude to life, always think of negatives. Okay, so although positive things are likely to happen, their mentality is negative. So what the author basically is trying to tell us here is stress can also be caused by internal self-generated factors. Okay, worrying excessively or thinking about things that may or may not happen, or thinking illogically or even pessimistically could cause stress. Okay, could be the internal factors that can cause stress to you. So that was our third para. Let's go to fourth para now. Finally, the author says what causes stress. So again, the discussion about causes of stress, okay, continues. Okay, it started in the third para, it continues to fourth para. So here it says, finally, what causes stress depends at least in part on your perception of it. Your perception means your understanding, okay, your viewpoint of it. So some stress, can also be dependent on, okay, what your perception of stress is. Okay, so let's see what he means by this. Sometimes, something that's stressful to you may not phase means disturb someone else. Okay, so what the author means by this sentence, what causes stress depends at least in part of your perception of it. Okay, so a lot of perception is also involved. Okay, how you perceive things. For example, something that is stressful to you may not phase someone else. So A is causing a great stress to you, but it is not even disturbing a little bit someone else. So it means it's not the fault of A. Okay, it's the fault of the people, okay, reacting to A. So one person reacts to A in such a way that he gets stressful. The other fellow is not even bothered by A. He does not get stressed. We come across many such friends, right? Okay, so they may even enjoy it. You see, what is causing stress to you, your friend is unfazed by that. He is not even, bothered by it. In fact, he is enjoying it. It happens. So while some of us are terrified, okay, of getting up in front of people to perform or speak, for example, others live for the spotlight. Spotlight means popularity. Okay, comes from that spotlight, that is put on stage, right? So here the author is giving an example. Okay, example of what? Example of stage fright. Many of us have stage fright, right? Okay, so but then there are some people who live for that kind of spotlight, for that kind of popularity. They go on stage like nothing is happening. It's natural, to them. Okay, someone like Kapil Sharma, for example, the comedian, no stage fright at all. Okay, so that is what the author means here. Okay, while some of us are terrified of getting up in front of people to perform or speak, for example, others live for the spotlight. They enjoy that kind of life. Where one person thrives means prospers under pressure and performs best in the face of a tight deadline, another will shut down when work demands escalate. Okay, so again another example. Okay, work pressure is again another great stressor, right? Especially when tight deadlines are there, some people buckle under pressure. They succumb to the pressure. They are unable to perform well. Okay, they actually shut down, their system shut down completely when work demands escalate. Escalate means go to different higher levels. So some people actually cannot perform under pressure, whereas one person thrives means prospers under pressure. The more the pressure, the greater their performance. Okay, the greater or the tighter the deadlines, the greater their performance. They feel happy under such pressure, but most of us do not. So again another example here. And while you may enjoy helping to care for your elderly parents, your siblings may find the demands of caretaking overwhelming and stressful. That's another example. Okay, when it comes to old parents, even including, let us say, grandparents, etc., it's very difficult to handle them, right? Some people get stressed out, whereas some people find it really helpful, find it really enjoyable. Okay, so that's the third example again. So the author basically gives us examples, okay, of different perceptions. So it's not the factor itself, but it's the perception of the factor that matters, is what this fourth para is all about. Then last para says the top stressful life events, okay, according to the widely validated Holmes and Rahi stress scale. Okay, so there is a scale for stress also. Okay, apparently some scientists or psychologists, maybe Holmes and Rahi, they have identified a stress scale. Okay, which means it is a list of things that varying according to the level of stress they can cause. Okay, so what does it say? The top stressful life events according to the widely validated means confirmed. It's like everyone has agreed on this, like no debate is there, no arguments are there, everyone agrees on the stuff. So the widely validated Holmes and Rahi stress scale. Okay, some of the most stressful life events for adults that can contribute to illness are death of a spouse, obviously, right? Death of a spouse. Okay, if the husband or the wife dies, the spouse obviously undergoes a really great stress. Okay, divorce can cause great stress. Death of a dear one, okay, near and dear one, like for the father, mother, daughter, etc., can cause a lot of stress. Loss of a job is another deadly trouble. Marriage is another problem. Imprisonment is another problem. So these are high stress inducing or high stress causing factors. Okay, so examples which are there on the scale. Likewise, similarly, factors that influence. Okay, that influence means that cause you stress or that can cause stress. Okay, influence your stress tolerance. Okay, level includes sense of control. Okay, so influence your stress tolerance means that can help you or that can make you suffer. Okay, more or less stress, or what? Your sense of control. If your sense of control is greater, obviously you will be able to control stress. If your sense of control is less, then you will not be able to control the stress. Attitude is of course very important. What is your outlook? What's your perspective? What kind of mentality you have? How disciplined you are, that also matters. Outlook of course is the same. Ability to deal with emotions, that's another problem. Many of us are not able to deal with emotions properly. We get very emotional. Some people don't get emotional at all. So that is another factor that can influence your stress tolerance. Knowledge and preparation also are important. Okay, how knowledgeable you are of different situations. Okay, and preparation, how prepared you are for example, meeting deadlines, that can also influence your ability to tolerate stress. Relaxation, healthy diet, and taking adequate rest also matter. So are you relaxing or not? Do you do some relaxation exercise or not? Healthy diet, of course, diet is very important, and adequate rest, including sleep, obviously. How well you sleep also matters a lot insofar as your ability to tolerate stress. So basically, the para ends. I think this is the last para. Yes, the para ends. Okay, by telling us the high stress causing incidents as per Holmes and Rahe's stress scale, and it also tells us about the factors that can influence your stress tolerance, the factors that can make you suffer more or suffer less. Okay, such things as sense of control, attitude, outlook, etc. Okay, so with that we are done with the passage. So basically, what is that we have understood? Okay, the passage is about stress, okay, and its effects, negative and positive both, and causes. Okay, so basically the passage is all about stress, causes and effects. Okay, and it ended with some important factors and some extra knowledge on the scale, etc. Okay, so with that we attack the questions. So here the first question is, here. It says, which of the following expresses the central theme? Okay, basically the central idea of the passage correctly. So what is the passage mainly about? We need to select that. Okay, so is it 1, the stress of life and living? Okay, stress of life and living. Okay, possible. The stress of family and clan. Okay, clan is like extended family and your societal family. Can't be the answer. Stress of work and job, again can't be, very minor. Stress of brain and mind, again can't be. Symptoms and causes of the stress. Okay, 5 seems to be better. So basically, as we understood, the passage is all about what? The effects and causes and effects of stress, which means the answer better be the 5th one, because symptoms means effects. Okay, the external appearance of that particular disease, or the signs of the disease, signs of stress, which is nothing but effects in the context. And causes, this is what the author mainly discussed, right? Which means the answer has to be 5. So question number 1, the correct answer is obviously 5. With that, we move to the second question, which says, which of the following is not true as per the stress scale of Holmes and Rahe? Okay, not true, which means basically, obviously what this sentence means to, or this question means to ask you is, which of the following is not there on the stress scale. So anything that is present, okay, is not our answer, because it would then be true, right? So anything that is absent on the scale, okay, on the list as per the stress scale, is our answer. Okay, so let's cross check. Where is that scale given? Here it is, Holmes and Rahe's stress scale. Okay, so it has stuff like death of a spouse, divorce, death of a dear one, loss of a job, marriage, imprisonment, etc. Okay, so let's see. Death of a child is here, and death of a dear one obviously means death of a child, right? Okay, it could be child. I mean to say death of a child is the death of a dear one. So this actually confirms, okay, choice 1, which means choice 1 is true. What about wedding? Okay, sorry. Wedding, is it given here? Yes. Marriage is nothing but wedding, right? Okay. So while marriage and wedding are slightly different, but they are related. Okay. So the ceremony that we conduct to, how should I say, okay, to sort of conduct the marriage, okay, is called wedding. Okay, that ceremony is wedding basically. So marriage means wedding, wedding means marriage. So this again is true. Going to jail is there. Imprisonment is mentioned here. So which means going to jail is also true. Sleeping peacefully, don't think it's mentioned. Okay, illness, death, loss, marriage, imprisonment. Sleeping peacefully has not been mentioned, so this is false. Separation in marriage, is it mentioned? Yes. Divorce is nothing but separation in marriage, which means, okay, even 5 is mentioned. Okay, that makes 4 your answer because only 4 is false. All the others are true, whereas 4 is false. So the correct answer to second question obviously is 4. With that, we move to the third question, which says, which of the following cannot be treated as a stressor? Okay, stressor. Okay, where are stressors mentioned? If I remember right, stressors are mentioned here. Okay, so here, the situations and pressures that cause stress are known as stressors. We usually think of stressors as being negative, such as exhausting work schedule, rocky relationship, etc. However, anything that puts high demands on you can be stressful. This can include even positive events such as getting married, buying a house, going to college, receiving a promotion, etc. Okay, so we are now looking for a list of stressors. So buying a new house is mentioned. Okay, here it is, buying a house. So which means, okay, the question says which of the following cannot be treated, which means again what is false. Okay, so this is true. This is given in the passage, which means your answer cannot be 1. Okay, buying a house is given here, sorry, here. So what about the second one, receiving a promotion? Is that mentioned? Yes. Okay, so buying a house, receiving a promotion is mentioned here, which means even this is true. Okay, what about attending a party? Is that given? Let's see. Positive events, getting married, buying a house, going to college, receiving promotion, party is not mentioned, so this is false. What about going to college? I think we have just now read it. Going to college is here, which means the answer cannot be 4 as well. And getting married is mentioned here. Okay, which means this is also true. So the only answer, okay, that cannot be true or is not true as per the list given there is 3. Attending a party is not mentioned. So the correct answer to third question is 3, attending a party. With that, we move to the fourth question, which says, an example of stress of saving one's life in an emergency is. Okay, so basically what the question means to ask you is, which of the given examples is that of, stress saving our life. Okay, so the author discussed this point here. If you remember, okay, in the first para he said, in emergency situations, stress can save your life, giving you extra strength to defend yourself, for example, or spurring you, means forcing you to slam on the brakes, means apply the brakes immediately to avoid a car accident. So this is an example the author gave, okay, which can save our life, a stressful situation saving our life. So let's check which one matches that. One says slamming brakes on one's vehicle to avoid an accident. Yes, this is what we just now read. Okay, this is exactly what one says, so one is possible. 2 says shouting and yelling at one who has overtaken the vehicle from a wrong side. Now shouting and yelling at people will cause more stress. Okay, that's for sure, but whether it will save your life or not, God knows. Maybe that other person can come and hit you. So definitely not mentioned in the passage, so we reject it. 3 says shutting down due to an increased workload. This was mentioned elsewhere, but this was not mentioned in the context of saving life. Okay, so again we reject it. Okay, so we reject 3 as well. So what about 4, sleeplessness due to the excitement of getting married? How can that save your life? That will get you married. Okay, so that again is not our answer. 5 says unable to control one's anger. Again, could put you in more danger rather than save your life. So not again our answer. So which means the correct answer has to be 1, which is exactly as given in the passage. Okay, the last part of first para. So with that we move to, so fourth question, the correct answer is 1. With that we move to 5. What are the factors that can influence stress? Okay, so this influencing stress was mentioned somewhere here, if I remember right. Likewise, factors that can influence your stress tolerance. Okay, so from the choices, you see healthy diet, attitude and outlook, ability to deal with emotions, knowledge and preparation. As you can see, the same stuff is mentioned here. So which means the question is related to this factors that can influence your stress tolerance. Okay, so although tolerance is not mentioned, that's what we need to understand based on the choices. Okay, so which means we need to check which of these items given in this list, okay, are present in the question. So let's see. Okay, it mentions what? Sense of control, attitude and outlook, ability to deal with emotions, knowledge and preparation, relaxation, healthy diet, adequate rest. So healthy diet is mentioned here and it is also mentioned here. So A matches. Okay, so this matches, so this has to be our answer. Attitude and outlook are also mentioned. Here it is, attitude and outlook. So even this matches, so this is also our answer. 3 says ability to deal with emotions. Is that mentioned? Yes. Okay, where is that? Okay, ability to deal with emotions. So here it is. So which means even 3 matches. So that's also our answer. Knowledge and preparation is also mentioned, if I remember right. Here it is, knowledge and preparation, which means, okay, which means all the 4 are mentioned and that makes 5 as the correct answer. So the correct answer to 5th question obviously is 5. So 5 is the answer because all the 4 mentioned above are given in the original passage. So with that we move to 6th question, which says, which of the following best suits the above passage? Okay, best suits the above passage. Obviously it's like asking you what is the most suitable title, or which of the following most conforms to the passage. So we need to keep the passage's theme, central idea, etc. in mind and answer this. Okay, so zestful and alert lifestyle. Zestful means, full of enthusiasm. Zest is enthusiasm. So enthusiastic and alert lifestyle. Stress, signs and causes. So this could be psychological stress and sedentary life. Psychological means, psyche induced or your mentality induced stress and sedentary means, inactive, okay, non-active life. Okay, behavioral stress. So which of them is closest? Obviously this is about stress and it can be automatic, it can be physical. Okay, so it's our body's response is what we understand. Okay, and then the author discussed causes and its effects basically. So basically we need to select something that we did for the first passage, first question. So stress, signs and causes. Signs are effects, obviously causes are causes. So answer has to be 2. Okay, this zestful, enthusiasm, etc. makes it slightly wrong. Psychological makes it wrong because it's like partially correct. Okay, because the author also discussed what? Bodily response. You see, body's way of responding. So it's not just mental, it's also physical. Sedentary life is not the focus of the passage. Behavior is not just, it's not the only thing that the author discussed. Behavior, mentality, etc. Okay, so a lot of things were discussed, which means the only one that matches our passage is 2. So 6th, the answer has to be 2. With which we move to 7th question, which says, according to the above passage, stress can be. Okay, what can stress be? So is it only external? No. If I remember right, okay, the author also told us that stress can be internal as well. Okay, it can even come from inside. Okay, so stress is internal as well is what? Okay, it's not mentioned here necessarily, but it's mentioned elsewhere. I remember clearly. So negative, positive, all those things. So here it is. Okay, not all stress is caused by external factors. Okay, which means even internal factors can cause. Okay, so which means only internal makes this wrong. Okay, is it always eternal? Now don't confuse this word eternal to be internal. Internal is opposite of external, but eternal means forever. Okay, eternal means forever. Okay, it's a different word. So the author did not discuss that kind of stuff. So wrong. Okay, then 3, internal and self-produced. Yes. Okay, it can be internal and self-produced, right? So here it is. Of course, not all stress is caused by external factors. Stress can also be internal or self-generated, means self-produced. So it can be 3, internal and self-produced. We rejected this. Now this first one is wrong because of the word only. When I say only A, it means other factors are not included. So if I say only external, it means internal not applicable. Okay, but that's not the case. The author is clearly telling us that even internal factors can be involved. Okay, so which means 1 is wrong. Okay, but 3 is safe. It does not have the word only. So internal self-produced is also true. Okay, which means 3 is the possible answer. forces only from maternal side. Okay, what is maternal coming from your mother? Okay, that factor has not been discussed. So far as we know, even father side can bring you stress if it is genetic, but okay, such a point is not mentioned in the passage, so it's out of scope. So because we have selected 3, 5 is wrong. So the answer to 7th question is clearly 3. Okay, 7th, the answer is 3. With that, we move to the 8th question. Okay, influence, the word that was highlighted here. Okay, so we are looking for the synonym of that. Okay, so obviously synonym question, right? Usually synonym questions are asked. So what is influence? Influence can mean many things. As a verb, it means to cause, to bring change. As a noun, it can mean power. Okay, it can mean authority, etc. So affluence actually means richness. Okay, great riches or richness is called affluence. So that's not the meaning of influence. Creativity is originality, bringing new things, etc. Austerity is strict simplicity. Something like Mahatma Gandhi's or Gautam Buddha's lifestyle. Okay, they lived a really strict and simple life, right? So that kind of simplicity and strict simplicity, strict discipline oriented simplicity is called austerity. Opulence is another word for affluence, which again means richness, great riches. Okay, a lot of money and wealth, etc. is opulence, especially showy stuff. Okay, so authority has to be the answer. 5 is the closest in meaning to influence, power and authority. So we go with 5. So therefore the 8th, the correct answer is 5. With which we move to the next set of questions. So RC is done. I hope you are clear about it. So let's move to the next set of questions, which says the directions say in the given passage there are blanks, each of which has been numbered. Against each 5 words are suggested, one of which fits the blanks appropriately. Find the appropriate word in each case. So looks like it's a closed passage. Okay, so closed passage is here. So we'll read it. It has 6 blanks, 9 to 14. So let's read the passage. Let's identify clues for each blank. Let's decide what ideas should go into each blank, and then we'll answer the questions based on the choices given. So here we go. In light of, considering the fact that. In light of means considering the fact that. So considering something, we don't know what this something is. Considering something, with many compelled to stay indoors. Okay. So this something involves forcing people to stay indoors, leading to a change in roles assigned in the domestic space. Okay, fathers are devoting a lot of time to look after their children during lockdown. Okay, so looks like something similar to lockdown should go into 9th blank. Okay, in light of the lockdown or being forced to stay indoors. So this word should be similar in meaning to this part, compelled to stay indoors. And because the word lockdown is already given here, most likely the 9th word has to be lockdown. Something similar to lockdown, okay? Because lockdown means you are forced to stay indoors. You cannot go out of your house, etc., etc. Something that happened or is still happening, thanks to the coronavirus pandemic. So first clue is very easy, lockdown. So what is the author trying to tell us? What is the main idea of this passage? Okay, in light of this lockdown, with many compelled to stay indoors, okay, it is leading to a change in the roles assigned to in the domestic space. Domestic space is the space in which family life exists. Father, mother, children, etc. Son, daughter, etc. So it has actually brought about what? Change in the roles assigned in the domestic space. Okay, so what is that change? Fathers are devoting, means giving a lot of time to look after their children during lockdown. Now I don't want to be, an anti, how should I put it? I don't want to be a sexist. Okay, but because the point is raised here, I am saying this usually. Okay, at least in the olden days. Okay, in families, okay, it is the mother who takes care of the children. Okay, usually, I'm not saying it's always. Okay, so I am not also saying that it is supposed to be like that. Okay, so don't misunderstand. So generally mothers take care of children and fathers take care of other aspects like financial aspects, etc. But now a lot of changes are there, that. So having given the disclaimer, what the author is trying to say is, okay, changes are happening in the roles played in the domestic space. Fathers are giving more time to take care of the children. Okay, so thanks to the lockdown, the author is trying to tell us that fathers have reversed roles a little bit. Okay, they are also devoting a lot of time to children. Okay, taking care of children. So according to a report in the Independent, which quotes a new survey in the UK. So this is according to a new report. So apparently some survey has been conducted recently, and the survey conducting magazine is the Independent, and the report actually told us this. So fathers are also taking care of children or giving more time to the care of children thanks to the lockdown. Lockdown means they are staying indoors, right? They are not traveling, they are not going outside, etc. So it was found out that there has been a 58% dash in the number of hours men spent on in childcare since March. So obviously, because parents are father is giving more time, devoting more time, okay, it means there must be a 58% increase, right? So 10th word has to be increase. 10th word has to be increase. So 58% increase in the number of hours. That's a huge increase, right? Okay, number of hours men spent on childcare since March. March is the time when the lockdowns, etc. started in every country, right? So research from the Office of National Statistics conducted this survey. So from the Office for National Statistics that conducted the survey from March 28 to April 26 and examined 1300 families. So 1300 families were examined and surveyed. Okay, that's the research, fact. So further this sentence says it was also dash that there has been an 11% fall by an average in their weekly working hours. It was also what? So it was found out, this sentence says it was found out, okay, that there has been a 58% increase. So it was also found out, or it was also found. So 11th word has to be found or something like told or learnt. Okay, something like that. So basically 11th word should be similar to this found out, because when I say it was found out, then only I can go ahead and say it was also found out. So this also is the key word here. Okay, so it was also found out or told or learnt that there has been a 11% increase. Okay, there were 11% fall by the average in their weekly working hours. So obviously during lockdown, people are not traveling, people are not working as long as they used to work in offices. So there will obviously be a fall in the working hours, which includes the time spent in commuting. Commuting means traveling to and from work. Okay, that's commute. So obviously, because the number of working hours have come down, okay, the number of childcare hours have gone up. Maybe that's the simultaneity that the author is referring to here. So we have found it very easy actually. 9th should be lockdown, 10th should be increased, 11th should be something similar to found, told or learnt. I hope that is clear. Next para says the same report states that in 2015, men spent 39% of the time women spent on childcare. Okay, so in 2015, that is in the past. Okay, men spent 39% of the time women spent on childcare. Okay, very less, right, as compared to women. So fathers spent less time on children as compared to mothers. However, in lockdown, this figure has increased by 60. So it's risen to 66%. So from 39 it went up to 66%. That's great. Dash working is being encouraged by the Fatherhood Institute to further this. To further this means to continue this. To continue this and to continue, okay, increasing this number of hours spent on children. Okay, dash working is encouraged. So what kind of working will make fathers, increase the number of hours spent on children? Obviously, work from home. So 12th should be home working. Okay, 12th should be home working. Okay, because only home working or work from home can lead to fathers spending more time on children, right? So that makes sense. Next sentence says the government's figures show that fathers given shorter hours and more home working, you see I told you home working, dash increase their contribution to child care. Okay, so the government's figures show this, which figures, the 39 to 66, the previous paras, surveys result telling us that the number of hours spent on children have increased, that stuff. So the government figures show that fathers given shorter hours, given means considering the shorter hours and more home working, dash increase their contribution to child care. Automatically, obviously, right? Automatically, something like that. Automatically, okay, or simultaneously. So 13th is also easy. So considering because of this will automatically go up. That's what the author means. So 13th is also clear to us. Further, the passage says it's time to end workplace discrimination against involved fatherhood so that dads can play their dash as they wish to and will do. So we need to the author in this context says it's time to end workplace discrimination. Okay, discrimination like fathers should not take care of children, mothers only should take care, that kind of discrimination perhaps against involved fatherhood. So fathers should not be discriminated against, okay, when it comes to child care. Okay, so that they also can play their what? Role. Okay, they also can play their role or take care of their responsibility, something like that, as they wish to and will do. Okay, so Adrian Burgess, co-chief executive of the Fatherhood Institute, was quoted as saying, okay, so this guy said this, so they should be allowed to play their role, they should be allowed to take care of children. So fathers should not be discriminated against when it comes to child care. Lockdown has been particularly stressful for mothers, and an example such as this can go a long way in setting an example for the rest of the world to follow. So the fact that mothers are already stressed out and lockdown has made them more stressful, okay, more stressed out, okay, the author is trying to tell us that parents taking care of children is a good thing. Okay, it's an example that everybody should follow. It should set an example even for the rest of the world. So this must have been studied in England. Okay, so independent UK, you see. So it means the rest of the world should also do this, is what the author ends the passage with. So pretty easy, nothing very difficult or deadly. So let us, okay, attack the questions. So here's the first 9th question. What was our clue? Lockdown. So in light of the lockdown, so do we have lockdown? Okay, lockdown like carnival. Carnival means it's like a fair, okay, where festivities, celebrations, etc. happen. Festivities like festival, fiesta is also festival like occasion. Fair is fair. So all these are not situations where you are forced to stay indoors. But pandemic is a disease, okay, that spreads throughout the world and spreads very fast, okay, affecting a lot of people. So such a situation can force people to stay indoors, which means 9th, the word that is closest to lockdown is pandemic. Okay, so in light of the pandemic makes sense. So 9th has to be 4. 10th, what was the clue that we got for 10th? Increase, right? So here we go to 10th question, which says, okay, 9th was, I told you, 4. 10th is, which one of these means increase? Let's see. Independent, which quotes a new survey, it was found out that there has been a 58% increase. Okay, fall is opposite. Okay, rise is increase. Okay, so 2 is possible. Raise is to lift something up. It's not the same as increase or go up on its own. So can't be the answer. Drop, drip. Okay, sort of drip is out of context, drop is opposite. So the answer has to be 2. So 10th question, the correct answer is obviously 2. Okay, with that we move to 11th, and if I remember right, okay, I told you the clue was, it was also, okay, told or, okay, what was that, found out, something like that. Okay, here it says it was found out, so it was also found out, it was also told. So which of these means that? Revealed could mean that. Okay, revealed is close to told or exposed. Okay, so one is possible. Invented out of context. Innovation, trying to create something new, is again out of context. Created, again out of context. Developed, out of context. So all these are obviously wrong answers. The best one is obviously 1. So it was also revealed. So the 11th question, the correct answer has to be 1. With that, we move to the next para or next part of the closed test. And what was our clue for 12? The same report states that in 2015 men spent this blah blah. Okay, dash working is being encouraged by the fatherhood. I told you home working. So the 12th word was home working, something close to that. So what does this say? Taciturn. Taciturn actually is someone who is reserved, okay, who does not speak to everybody. He is shy, he is introvertish. Okay, such a reserved person is said to be taciturn. Okay, similarly reticent is the same. Reticent is a synonym of reserved or taciturn. So taciturn and reticent, remember, are synonyms, very important words. They both mean reserved, not speaking much, not speaking to strangers, not speaking openly, not being very friendly, very introvertish, very shy. Okay, so not related to our context because that kind of working does not exist. Aloof means staying away from others. Okay, being indifferent. Okay, not getting involved with others. Okay, so that is aloof. Quiet working doesn't make sense. Remote working does make sense. Remote working is like working away from the office, which means basically working from home. Okay, so remote working in this context can only mean home working or working from home. So the answer to 12th question has to be 5, remote. Closest in meaning to what we guessed. With that, we move to 13th question. What is that we are taught? Dash increase, okay, their contribution to child care. Okay, so these government's figures show that fathers, given the shorter hours and more home working, dash increase automatically is what we thought, right? Automatically. Okay, that's what we thought. Automatically, simultaneously, right? So if that comes down, this has to go up. And given the statistics, etc., it happened very fast during the lockdown period, right? And the period given in the passage is that March April period, right? So it was sudden. So let's keep those things in mind while answering this particular question. So 13, steadily, no, we are not talking about long slow development. So steadily is wrong. Gradually similar in meaning to steadily, so wrong. Dramatically possible because within a short period of time such a huge increase. So dramatically close to automatically, not necessarily the same though, but makes sense in the context. Progressively again is similar to gradually, moderately doesn't make sense. Which means the 13th question, the correct answer has to be 3. With which we move to the next question, which says, what did we think here? It's time to end the workplace discrimination against involved fatherhood so that dads can play their role. That's what we thought, right? Dads can play their role as they wish to and will do. Okay, so dads can play their role. Part, possible, part is similar to role, right? Okay, you should play your part means you should play your role. So one is possible. Lump is some swelling sort of stuff, so not correct. Chunk is a piece or a portion. Fraction is again the same, portion or piece. So these are all out of scope, unrelated to the context, which means the correct answer to 14th question has to be 1. Okay, with which we now move to the next set of questions. Okay, what is this? In the given question, there are 5 sentences numbered A, B, C, D and E. Okay, read the sentences and select from the answer options combination that makes a coherent paragraph and mark the respective option as your option. So answer. So this is para jumble with choices. Okay, so let's do the usual stuff. I hope you know the method. The method is first read all the sentences. Okay, 2, then identify the independent sentence that can actually start the para or passage. Okay, then look for connectives based on which you identify what the crucial links. Okay, and finally, okay, you when choices are given, you can take the help of choices also. Okay, so finally identify the order. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so A says what? Michelangelo lives in Florence for many years, producing splendid works before moving to Rome. So Michelangelo, okay, Michelangelo was a famous artist. He was also a famous sculptor, okay, in ancient Rome. So let's look at B. All roads lead to Florence. This year, as the great artist Michelangelo's creation David celebrates his 500th birthday. So David is a famous sculpture, okay, created by Michelangelo, and this sculpture was created 500 years ago, and today is its birthday. So because it is a celebration, it's a matter of celebration, all roads lead to Florence. All roads lead to Florence means everybody is going to Florence. Okay, so looks like the passage is, para is about Michelangelo, and the context seems to be going to Florence to celebrate, the birthday of David, okay, the famous sculpture. C said after his death, obviously it must be Michelangelo, can't be David because David is the sculpture. Okay, his remains were brought here. Okay, here refers to the place, obviously must be Florence. And after his death, Michelangelo's death, his remains means his body, okay, were brought here. So must have been brought to Florence, obviously. So this is something that can come after A, right? So let's keep that in mind. Then this says this sculpture. So this sculpture obviously is a reference to David, okay, which means, okay, BD is also a link. So this sculpture depicts the young biblical hero who slew, okay, the giant Goliath, armed with just a sling and pebble. So David refers to the David from David and Goliath story. Goliath is that giant, and David is this small person, okay, who with a stone and a sling, okay, that catapult kind of stuff. With that he actually defeats Goliath. So the David here referred to is that David from that story. So this sculpture depicts, shows the young biblical hero who slew, means sort of killed, the giant Goliath, armed with just a sling and pebbles. Okay, so which means the reference, this sculpture should come after B. E says people turned out by the hundreds to pay homage. To pay homage means to pay respects, to show their respects. Okay, so E is something that can come in the end. So let's see how it goes. We have identified, couple of facts. The passage is about Michelangelo, and it is also telling us about his creation David. Okay, so we have identified two links. One, AC for sure, because Michelangelo is referred to here, okay, whereas here it is Michelangelo's creation. Whereas it is here it is Michelangelo's creation, not Michelangelo himself. So which means his death can only come after A, which means AC is one crucial link, that's for sure. Then we have BD, another crucial link. Okay, all roads lead to Florence, blah blah blah, where Michelangelo's creation David celebrates, blah blah blah, this sculpture. So we have BD as well. Now between BD and AC, which can come first? Obviously B, because you see this is introductory in nature. All roads lead to Florence this year. Okay, as the great artist Michelangelo's creation David celebrates his 500th birthday. So BD has to come in the beginning. So we put BD here. Okay, what about E? People turned out by the hundreds to pay homage to him. So this him has to be, Michelangelo, obviously. Okay, it's not just to see David that people are going there, right? It must also be to pay respects to Michelangelo, okay, at the place where he is buried. Okay, and this burying, etc. was mentioned in C, which means E should come after C. Okay, so the answer has to be BD ACE. So where do we have that? We have it here. So the answer is 3. So the correct answer to 15th question has to be 3. Okay, now anyone, who uses, shortcuts or, short tricks. Okay, for them, let me tell you that, the closest link is obviously BD, or AC. Okay, let us see you identified one of these. Let us see you identified AC. Okay, where do we have AC? AC is here. Okay, and AC is here. Okay, and obviously, only B can start and not A. Okay, which means this cannot be the answer. Okay, so anyone who used a shortcut, using AC, as an elimination, let us say basis, can easily eliminate 4. Okay, and the others, because AC is there only in 3 and 4, and between 3 and 4, B can introduce, but A cannot introduce. Okay, so which means answer still has to be 3. So even when you use shortcuts. So now we move to the next question, which we'll do in the long cut and shortcut both. Okay, so most people take sleep for granted and fail to observe some simple and healthy habits that help get a restful sleep. So looks like the passage is about sleep, and this seems to be introductory in nature because most people is there. So most people take sleep for granted and fail to observe some simple and healthy habits that help them get restful sleep. So looks like the passage is about sleep. B says there can be a wide variation in the amount of sleep required for individuals. So variations are there. Obviously, some people require 6 hours, some people require at least 8, some people sleep more. That's what this means. C says our health and ability to succeed depend on how we meet our body's need for rest and quality of sleep. So this is telling how important sleep is. Our health and ability to succeed, so many things depend on how we meet the body's need to rest and sleep. So how much we sleep, is very important. D says, but most of us, require an average of 6 to 8 hours. But, now look at that but is a connective. And it's obviously a contrasting connective. So it must be contrasting something. Now what did you notice that it could contrast? But most of us require an average of 6 to 8 hours. Can contrast only what is said in B, right? What was said in B? There can be a wide variation in the amount of sleep required by individuals. So some people require this much, some people require that much, some people require more. That is what B meant. But D says, but most of us require an average of 6 to 8 hours, which means BD is clearly a 100% definite crucial link. So I'm writing BD here. Then E says too little sleep can leave you too tired to do the things you like to do. Okay, so let me give you a shortcut. The shortcut would be let's go by long cut first. So what can introduce the para? Obviously A. So if I were to go by the long cut, I would look for A as the beginner, and BD as a crucial link. So how many places do we have? 5. So where can BD come? So BD can come, at least one more thing is there. E can come only in the end. Too little sleep can leave you too tired to do things you like to do. So it can come in the end. So if E can come in the end, where can BD come? BD can come anywhere, but let's look at C. C talks about what? Importance of sleep. After I tell you about sleep, I should go to the importance of sleep, which means C can come here, which means BD comes here. So this is the long cut answer. Long cut answer is ACBDE, which means answer should be 1. What about shortcut answer? As I said, A should introduce, BD should be together. So let's look for that. Where do we have BD? BD is here, BD is here. BD is not here, not here, not here, which means 2, 4 and 5 cannot be the answers. So BD, 1 and 3, between 1 and 3, which one makes more sense? The one with A, because C cannot start. C is talking about the importance. I need to introduce sleep first and then talk about the importance, right? So which means 1 is the answer even by the shortcut. I hope you got that. So 16th, the final answer has to be 1. With that we move to the 17th question. Let's see. 17th says, let's read it as it is. Salt Lake City, the capital of Utah in the western US, reminded me of the cold deserts of Ladakh. So the city reminded the author of the cold deserts. Deserts are also cold, of Ladakh. Rugged mountains give the city an enchanting look, a beautiful, mesmerizing look. Rugged means rough mountains. C says as winter set in last year, tourists thronged, means rushed to the place, the city to enjoy winter sports. So maybe there's also ice there. So when winter set in last year, many tourists visited the place to enjoy winter sports. The city is also the world headquarters of the Mormon Church. So obviously, apart from hosting winter sports, it is also the world headquarters of the Mormon Church, which means CD is one crucial link. So we understood that it is about Salt Lake City, and we also understand that the city is mentioned here, so introduction has to be A. So A should start, okay, the city should come later. CD is definitely a crucial link, okay, because also is here. And E says the church is a community. The church, which church? The Mormon church, obviously. The church is a community with its own customs and traditions. So the Mormon church is the only church mentioned, which means DE is also a crucial link. So A should start, CD should be there. Where do we have that? Here. A should start, CD is there, which means B can come only in the second place, which means answer has to be 1. Not very deadly difficult. C cannot start, obviously, because the city, you see, C cannot start. D cannot start because we cannot directly start with, the city again. Okay, B cannot start because which city? The city again. So by elimination also A is the answer. So 17th, the correct answer has to be 1. With that we move to 18th. Let's read it. Whither means where. Okay, it is usually, used in questions. Where and at which place. So that's what it means. Where and at which place. Okay, or at what, in what state. Whither old world values such as loyalty, dedication and punctuality. So which means basically this sentence is asking a question about where are the old world values. Old world values means ancient values, values that are no more, no more existing in the world. Nobody is showing these qualities. So where are loyalty, dedication and punctuality? So basically the author is suggesting there is no loyalty, there is no dedication, there is no punctuality among people these days. They are all old world values. Old world values. B says career spans are relatively shorter than they were some decades ago. Okay, so career spans. Why is the author speaking about career spans here? Career spans means the duration during which time you stay in a career. They are relatively shorter than they were some decades ago. So in the olden days, people used to stay in a career for long, but these days they are not staying, in a career for long. They are very short career spans. So what is this passage about? Is it about career or is it about these qualities? Let's see. C says, it cannot be said that these values, okay, so these values can only refer to these values here, which means AC has to be a crucial link. Let's put it here. It cannot be said that these values are completely out of place. What is changing is their interpretation among the new generation workforce. So the author is himself, telling us that while, it's not that these values have gone completely out of, existence. It's not like they are extinct. Okay, they are not completely out of place. But what is changing is their interpretation. It means people's perception of loyalty, dedication and punctuality have changed. Okay, that's what it means. So AC is for surely a crucial link. D says flexi timings, hefty pay packets, job hopping. The IT revolution has ushered in a new way of work life. Okay, so this is giving us the context. Flexible timings, which means no discipline. Hefty pay packages, which means dedication is only dependent on money. Job hopping, which means there is not much loyalty. These new things have come because of IT revolution. New way of work life has been brought in. Ushered in means brought in by IT revolution. So this is giving us the context. Context for what? Context for A and C. Okay, which means D can come before AC. Then the trend is to clearly define expectations on either side at the time of engagement. The trend, which means the trend in the IT revolution, the trend in the current business market. So which means, okay, this is possible. Okay, so D, A, C, B, E can be there because D is, coming in the beginning and AC is there. So one possibility is, 1. The other, where else do we have AC? Here, but AC cannot start. Okay, without the context of D, AC cannot start. So nowhere else we have AC, which means other options are wrong. So the correct answer can only be 1. Okay, let's read it that way. D says flexi timings, hefty pay packets and job hopping. The IT revolution has ushered in a new way of work life. Where are the old world values such as loyalty, dedication and punctuality? It cannot be said that these values are completely out of place, but interpretation has changed. And then what do we have? BE. Okay, career spans are relatively shorter than they were some decades ago. and the trend is to clearly make this, expectations clear in the beginning itself. Okay, so 1 makes perfect sense. So 18th, the correct answer has to be 1. Okay, with which we move to the 19th question, which says, leopards here, where is here? Leopards here are known to prey. Prey means eat, kill and eat. On livestock. Livestock means, the kind of animals people, keep, at home or in their farm, etc. Cows, buffaloes, okay, deer, etc. Okay, not deer. What do I mean by, sheep, goats, etc. So leopards here are known to prey on livestock, though human mortality was minimal. Minimal means least possible. Okay, so which means the passage seems to be about leopards. While natural leopard prey was virtually non-existent here, where is here? Okay, domestic animals were readily available, dogs, goats and calves. Calves are, young ones of cows, buffaloes, etc. So C says about 100 kilometers east of Mumbai is the Junnar forest. Junnar forest division, a vast patchwork of fields interrupted by tree plantations. So the Junnar forest division has a lot of fields, okay, and tree plantations, etc. So this is clearly telling us about a place, and that means the here in A and here in B both refer to this place. Okay, so it means C should start our passage. Let's see. The local people had not considered it a big problem. What a big problem, we don't know. Maybe the leopard problem. But in recent past, the situation has turned serious. So originally they did not think of it as a big problem, but later on the problem turned out to be more serious. That means DE clearly the crucial link. So C should introduce the para, okay, and DE should come together. Where do we have that? Okay, here we have C at the beginning, D in the together. Here D is there, but C does not start. Here neither of the two they are there. Here D is there, but C does not start. So which means answer cannot be 2, 4, 3 or 5. It can only be 1. Okay, so 19th, the correct answer is obviously 1. Let's see. C says about 100 kilometers east of Mumbai in the Junnar forest division, a vast patchwork of fields interrupted by tree plantations. Okay. B, while natural leopard prey was virtually non-existent here, domestic animals were readily available, dogs, goats and calves, etc. A, leopard here known to prey on livestock. Okay, so that's the problem. D, the local people had not considered it. Okay, preying on livestock, obviously not a big problem, but later it turned out to be a serious problem. So that's perfect. So 19th, the answer has to be 1. Okay, 19th, 1. With that, we move to the 20th question, which says, oh, the model has changed. Okay, so which means we are getting into a new model. For each of the questions below, a sentence is written in 4 different ways. Select grammatically correct sentence. So we need to identify grammatically correct sentence, keeping in view meaning and usage, and mark it as your answer. If none is correct, then 5 is the answer. So here we go. Okay, so the same statement is given in 4 ways. We need to select the one that is correct. Okay, so one says the US Supreme Court justices serve. Justices means judges, obviously. So judges, plural subject, serve, plural verb. Okay, for life or until they choose to retire. So this seems to be correct. Okay, possible answer. 2 says the US Supreme Court justice serve. No, justice is singular and serve is obviously plural verb. So there is an agreement problem. Okay, agreement issue is there here. So justice is singular but serve is plural. 3 says the US Supreme Court justices serves. Again a mismatch, agreement problem. Justices is plural but the serves verb is singular. So wrong again. 4 says US Supreme Court justices serve for life or until they choose to retire. Okay, the US Supreme Court justices serve for life. Okay, so justices serve. Okay, that also seems to be correct, right? But the is missing. Okay, so the is present here. We are obviously referring to the US, so we better say the US as per the grammatical rules. The US is correct. So while this part is okay, this part is wrong. So which means agreement issue, wrong. 1 has no issue at all. So the correct answer to 20th question is obviously 1. With that, we move to the next question, which says the basins. Okay, the singular of basin is basin, the plural of basin is basins, the possession of basin is basins, the possession of basins is basinses, only apostrophe. So that's what this is. The basins wildlife has paid. So, okay, can it be many basins or one basin? Usually it is one basin, right? Okay, so this seems to be wrong. The basins wildlife has paid a heavy price, suffering death and injury, hunger and thirst. Okay, so because it is basins, we reject it. Then what does this say? The basins wildlife. So there is no possession. Okay, apostrophe should be there because we are talking about possession. Wildlife belonging to the basins. Sorry, basin, which means basins should be there. Apostrophe should be there, which is not there. So 2 is wrong. 3 says the basins wildlife. Now this is correct. The basins, single basins, wildlife, the animals that live there. So the basins wildlife has paid a heavy price, suffering death, injury, hunger and thirst. So this is possible. Here again only apostrophe is there, but S is missing. The basin apostrophe. What about S? Apostrophe S should be there, right? It's a normal common noun, which means 4 is also wrong. With that we go to 3. Okay, so 21st question, the correct answer has to be 3. We move to 22nd question. Let's see, it says in the US, the Supreme Court, C should be capital. We are talking about Supreme Court. Okay, so C should be capital, is the highest court in the nation. So this is wrong because C is not capital. In the US, the Supreme Court, both S and C are capital, is the highest court in the nation. So this is possible. In the US, the Supreme Court, S is not capital, so wrong. In the US, the Supreme Court, both S and C are not capital, so wrong, which means the answer has to be 2. 22nd question, the correct answer is 2, with which that's a simple question. So with that we move to 23rd question, which says actor Main Watt has won Archibald prizes. Now Archibald prizes packing room prize. So this must be some organization which gives away prizes, right? So which means the should be there here, which is not there. So actor Main Watt has won a wrong. Okay, it should be an Archibald. Okay, because it starts with a vowel sound. So this again is wrong, but anyway the should be there because we are talking about Archibald prize, P capital A capital, must be an organization, so the should be there. Actor Main Watt has won an wrong again. 4 says actor Main Watt has won the Archibald prizes, packing room prize, blah blah blah. So these here present here, which means the answer has to be 4. So because Archibald prize is obviously an organization, how do we know that? Because A is capital, P is capital. So which means the should be there. It is something specific. So the is missing in 1, 2 and 3. Only 4 has the, which means 23rd, the correct answer has to be 4. With that we move to 24th question, which says Australian shares have lost all their opening gains as the initial recovery of heavy losses ran out of steam. Running out of steam means it lost its energy and its value on, it's like it, went down. So Australian shares have lost all their openings. Doesn't seem to be wrong, so possible. Australian shares is lost, wrong. Shares is plural, so it should be are lost or have lost. So 2 is wrong. Plural subject, singular verb. 3 says Australian shares has lost. Again, plural subject, singular verb. 3 is wrong. 4, Australian shares was lost. Again, plural subject, singular verb. So 2, 3, 4 have agreement issues. Okay. And the correct answer therefore has to be 1, which does not have any issue at all. With that we move to 25th question, which says Tesla, the world's most valuable car maker, held preliminary talks with the state for a research and innovation unit in the city. So doesn't seem to be wrong. The most valuable company, perfectly alright. Tesla, the world's more valuable company? No. Okay, more is used only when comparison is involved. because there is no other organization mentioned, comparative degree is unwarranted. So 2 is wrong. 3. Tesla, world's valuable car maker, held preliminary talks with the state for a research. Again, this is not bringing in that most which is there in the original or the first sentence. So intention is to tell us that it is the most valuable car maker, right? So that part is missing here. Okay, so therefore we reject 3. I hope you understood, because most are there. We need to think on those lines. 4 says Tesla, world's most valuable car maker. There is no the here, which is present in 1. So which means 4 is also wrong. With that we understand that 1 is the best one. So 1 is the answer. 1 is the correct answer. Okay, let us now attack the next set of questions, which says each of the following questions has 4 underlined parts which may or may not be in their correct places in the sentences. Identify which of the given pairs correctly indicate the pairs of words which should be interchanged to make the sentences grammatically and meaningfully correct without changing the meaning of the sentences. If any of the given sentences is correct as it is and no interchange is required, choose 5 as your answer. So basically it's a word interchange question. Okay, I hope you know this. Okay, the method is to try to interchange from the first word onwards itself. If it is by default correct, then okay, leave it. So the movie Waterworld, yes, Waterworld is actually a movie. I hope you have seen that or heard about it. So the movie Waterworld, there is nothing wrong with movie. The movie Waterworld has impact, a cultural touchstone. Okay, has impact a cultural touchstone doesn't make sense. Has touchstone a cultural touchstone doesn't make sense. Has become a cultural touchstone, yes. So D can come in place of B. So has become a cultural touchstone. Touchstone is anything that shows the standard. Okay, it is basically used to check the gold standard. How standard is the gold? How good or pure is the gold? So it's a cultural touchstone in dramatizing how climate change could impact us. So D can go in place of B. B can come in place of D. So I repeat, the movie Waterworld has become a cultural touchstone in dramatizing how climate change could impact us. So obviously, B can go in place of D, D can go in place of B, movie cannot come in place of C, touchstone cannot come in place of A, which means BD has to be the answer. So BD is here. 26, the correct answer is BD. 4. We move to 27th, which says the vaccines are now aware. Vaccines can't be aware, right? So we have to replace this. Who can be aware? Scientists can be aware. So in place of A, D can come. The scientists are now aware of the vital significance of the order in which the dash are given. Okay, what are given? The vaccines, obviously. So A can come in place of D, D can come in place of A. Okay, that's possible. Let's look at aware now. The scientists are now aware. Aware is correct, right? We can't say order, right? So the scientists are now aware of the vital means great, very critical, significance, importance of the order in which the vaccines are given, which means only AD makes sense. So we have AD here. So 27, the correct answer has to be 2. With that, we move to 28th question, which says, incident like the Grimm brothers. Incident, Grimm brothers, Robert Browning, these are names actually. So it can't be incident. Can it be shaped? Can it be story? Can it be writers? Writers. So it has to be writers here. Writers like the Grimm brothers and Robert Browning may have shaped the Pied Piper into art, but it turns out that the story is legend. The story is legend, likely based on an actual historical incident. So A can come in place of D, D can come in place of A. So I repeat, writers like the Grimm brothers and Robert Browning may have shaped the Pied Piper into art, but it turns out the story is legend, likely based on an actual incident. Okay, so A here, writer here. So it means A, D. We have AD here, which means 28. The answer is 4. We now move to 29th. A new wave of carbon offsetting consumers. So wave is making sense, but carbon offsetting means compensating. Consumers or platforms. Platforms make sense. A new wave of carbon offsetting platforms invites consumers. So B in place of C, C in place of B. So offsetting platforms invites consumers to remove emissions instantly and permanently. So BC. Perfect. So 29th is BC. We now move to 30th question, which says ideally it is the best of both worlds. Best of both worlds is like, having two really great things which cannot usually be had together. So it's ideally it's the best of both worlds. Structure and sociability on the one hand, and independence and flexibility on the other. So interchange does not seem to be needed here, which means the answer has to be 5. By itself it is sensible. Structure and sociability, no problem on one hand, and independence and flexibility on the other. Okay, it doesn't seem to be like, the mismatched in any way. So 30th, the answer has to be 5, with which we now come to the end of the session. Okay, I hope you understood everything that I discussed. All the best to you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you.